Alright everybody, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be looking at British policing script, which is about to be released actually. So we're going to be looking at the core features of British policing script today, including the persona system, including the traffic stop system, including the court system, and all the other things it has to offer. So join me on today's episode, and I'll try and make it as short as possible so you can get a good look at the British policing script features. So without further ado, let's get into very nice BMW X5 and put on our seatbelts, and we'll get started. Alright, so I'm going to start by showing off the new traffic stop system that British policing script offers. So the new traffic stop system is a lot more in-depth than the normal one, as it has basically has just a lot more options. You know, you can write appropriate penalties for British role-playing purposes. You get a lot more speech options in your menu. And you get to do actions for all passengers, not only the driver. So let's walk up to the driver here. And let's press E. And as we can see now, we have the British Police traffic stop menu. So we can press hello. As well as that, we can press install Kiflon, thanks. I threw in a couple of things there. And we're going to ask for the identification of the driver. But is there a passenger? No. As you can see, there is also an option to ask for the identification of all the occupants. Or of only the passengers. So in this case, I'm just going to ask the ID of the driver. In this case, it is a Randy Ward. So let's just scroll into here and search his name, Randy Ward. Right, so he has 9 points on his full license, and the license is valid. So of course you get the provisional license holders as well, and some people may not even have a license, and you get disqualified licenses. You get revoked licenses, you get expired licenses, you get a lot more things than the normal thing. So while we're checking his thing, I'm going to show you how we can do a plate check. So obviously, I'll first show you the normal way. Obviously we can press F9 here, that opens the checks menu. We can search for the plate manually. As you can see down below, there's the license plate of the stopped vehicle, so we can do that. QCA 844. That is an option we have. And as you can see, he's a registered owner and he is MOT and tax, all's good. But another option we have is we can actually search or do a plate check through police radio, which I added compatibility for. And as you can see now, we get the normal police radio thing.
Target license plate.
But
00
we get the DVLA records vehicle check.
844, no 1099.
Which is basically, well, it's basically a British version of police radio you've got. So there is a high compatibility with other modifications, and we will now continue the traffic stop. So he wasn't technically doing anything wrong. But I'll just show you the options that are available here. So we can order all passengers or the driver or only the passengers out of the vehicle here. Again, we can issue a normal warning. We can issue a traffic offence report, which basically that's just a fixed penalty notice, but it goes via the main traffic office, or we can issue a summons to court. Now the traffic offence report mainly looks like this, so you can set your fine amount in pounds sterling, you can set the amount of penalty points the driver will get on his licence, you can set the offence, so there's quite a lot of offences here, and you can seize the vehicle or not. And if you take that and you press issue traffic offence report, it'll automatically seize the vehicle using arrest manager's tow truck, so no need to worry about that anymore either. But for now, because I want to show off the court system as well, we are going to issue a court summons. And let's just say he was driving without due care and attention, and I'll throw in a seized vehicle here. Well, actually, let's say he was driving without insurance. That might be better, because then we can seize the vehicle as well. So we're reporting him to court for driving without insurance, and we're seizing the vehicle. So we're going to issue the court summons here. Going to write out our little summons for him. There we go. And now we should get out. There we go. And as we can see now, we are following a new pending court case, and we automatically call a tow truck. So he gets out the vehicle and he goes and wanders off. Well, there comes the tow truck. There we go. And what we can do now is we can either, we can proceed further with him. What I can do now is I'll call taxi for him. So a taxi is en route to pick up the target ped, so you'll be picked up by the taxi, and we can continue our patrol and be set 2. And I'll put on my seatbelt here. So as we saw just now, there is now a new court system included in British policing strips, and as we also just saw now, a new we are now following a new pending court case. So I currently set the time it takes for the court case to be heard to 2 minutes. That's just because of this test video. But when we look in this court results thing, we see there is a pending result from Randy Ward for no insurance. Offence took place on that and that date. Hearing days that and that and that. And we can press delete if we want to dismiss the case. So as we can see now, the hearing day is at 16:13. It is now 16:13. So it should take, as we can see over on the top right, by the way. So that means the court case should take place fairly soon. So now that the court case has been heard, we get a notification. The court case has been heard from Randy Ward. So I'll just pull up here, and we will take a look at the court case. So it used to be over here, pending results. However, now it is down under the results. And as you can see, he was fined £415 with £120 costs, and driving licence was endorsed for 6 points. He was also disqualified for 6 months for totting up, which is correct because he had 9 points in his licence already, so he got the standard 6-month ban. And we can see the date the offence took place and the time the hearing was. So as you can see here, I already had a few court cases here, including the Sack House Connect, the Sack one, which a lot of people saw on Twitter. So there is quite a lot of stuff possible with this. Other plugins can also make use of this, which I will demonstrate in a minute as well, and it just works like fairly simply. You get a notification when the court is heard, when the court case is heard. Take a look, and if you want to dismiss it, let's dismiss it right now actually. Press delete, and it's gone. So that was the court system. And currently the British policing script call-outs do, for the most part, add a court case to the court system itself. Also, which I'll do that now. So let's take the driver around the green for call. This is the traffic policing call, which you may know. So this is a call from a different plugin as opposed to British policing scripts. So as you may know, traffic policing now has a new breathalyzer and a new drugalyzer, and those features specifically work together with traffic police really, really well. And if you're an API developer, you can definitely make use of the same thing, because you can just simply use the API as I would. Whoops. Right, so this is the allegedly under the influence driver. So let's just have a word with him and test him for alcohol in his breath. So let's press Shift and O together, and then we will perform the traffic police breathalyzer, and we will be waiting for the breathalyzer result, and he has a reading of 0.088%. Now, unfortunately, I left it on the US limit here, so I apologise for that, but you can set it to the British limit, of course, which is 35 micrograms per 100 milliliters of breath. So let's say he has about 50 micrograms per 100 milliliters of breath in his breath here. So let's order him. Let's order him out of the vehicle, and let's place him under arrest. So, sir, you're under arrest for driving whilst over the prescribed alcohol limit. You do not have to say anything. May I be defensive? If you don't mention your questions on the reiterated trial in court, anything you do say may be given evidence. And now, as we can see, Trey Hawkins, you are now following a pending court case.
We are code 4. No further units required.
So why is that? API developers can program that right into their plugin and into their callout specifically. So at the end of your callout, if the suspect has been arrested, other callouts can say, okay, let's create a new court case for British policing script to handle. However, with the new traffic police breathalyzer and drugalyzer, it automatically creates a new court case if you catch someone in a car over the drink or drug driver limit, and if you then subsequently arrest them. So we just caught someone in their car, they were in their car and I breathalyzed them, they were over the limit and I arrested them, thus a new court case was created, and in about 2 minutes time we can have a look at what sentence they got there. Alright, so Trey Hawkins, a court case you're following has been heard, so let's take a look at the court case. And as we can see, Trey Hawkins, drink driving, fined £761 and disqualified from driving for 22 months. Good result if you ask me. So that is the power of API. Other plugins can plug right into their British policing script and do things like this. In this case, the traffic police breathalyzer plugged right into this court system. So, as a last thing, I'm just going to be showing off a few of the British Policing Script new callouts that it has to offer. So as we can see now, we just got the AMPI for no insurance, and we got a directional marker. This is also a new callout, so AMPI hits with a slightly more British feel to them. So no insurance AMPIs are quite common, and he seems to be rolling on the beach here. So I'm not sure where the AMPI camera is here, but we obviously have one because we managed to detect him here. So let's just have a look where he's hanging out. Right, so he's driving on the beach, and he allegedly has no insurance, which is not a really good combination in my book, and he appears to be fleeing. Not exactly ideal. So let's get some backup here for us, and let's get an air support unit as well. So we get a helicopter above the pursuit. We obviously have the advantage here with in terms of vehicle choice, but you never know. So all of this for no insurance. Right, is that it? You're going to stop now? Seeing sense? Right, get out of the vehicle. Going to tackle her to the ground, and then I'm going to stop her.
Don't even go there. Give up!
Or they're going to stop her. Right, so they're going to stop her, and we are just going to run a few checks on this vehicle to see if the AMPI was accurate here. So 26 UWA 638.
Attention, this is dispatch. No further units required.
Right, so the AMPI it's dealt with, shall we say 2, correct? And it does have no insurance, so it actually was a correct AMPI hit here. So let's just get the tow truck to tow this thing away. It's probably not going to be able to find a spawn point over here, I believe. No, so let's just force one here. There we go. And we will be set too. So thank you all very much for watching the British Policing Script preview video. I hope it's giving you a bit of an impression of what exactly you can do with it. Obviously there are a lot more smaller options available to you as well, but I'm not going to go over everything because there's quite a lot of you yourself to discover. However, these are the main things that you can do, and I believe it adds for a very much more British feel to the overall game. So please let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy playing it, and I'll see you next time.